Make length between you guys. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to do just some basic general strengthening activities, okay?
Spread out like a fan. You guys keep close. Do some sit-ups, push-ups, and clapping push-ups.
So basic general strength activities, alright? When you land on the ground, here's a trivia question. Alright, stand up. How much do you weigh? 140. We'll say he weighs 140. When he lands on the ground with one leg, how much force in pounds is he distributing throughout his body? Does his body have to absorb? Close. It's 280 plus 70. 350. About 2.5 times your body weight every time your foot hits the ground. Okay? Now you guys are all pretty young, but think about the accumulation of miles. If you're running 40, 50 miles a week now, eventually you're going to run 60, 70, 80. You're going to get older. All of your tendons, ligaments, joints, they get more use. If you aren't functionally strong, okay, you're not going to be able to absorb that weight over and over and over and over and over again and stay healthy, right? Every time your foot hits the ground, your foot has to stabilize. Your ankle has to stabilize. Your knee joint has to stabilize. Your hips have to stabilize. Who's gotten a sore IT band before? Okay, if your IT band is sore, it's because your glutes and your hamstrings, which stabilize your body, are tired. They're weak. Okay, and that pressure is going to be absorbed through that IT band. That's a small little filament. It's a small flap there. It can't take a lot of stress over and over again. These things get sore, and that's when you get injured. Alright, so we're going to do basic general strength that you've probably all done before, seen. We're going to talk about how to do it properly, okay? So, who's done a plank or a pedestal before, okay? All of you. A lot of times when you do it like this. You have an arch in your back, you get tired, you start to sag, you displace weight through your lumbar spine. You got to be not quite this, but nice like this. A nice flat back here. Stabilize these muscles throughout your core. Alright, so let's hop up here. Let's all get in the plank position. Alright? And I want you to be able to keep this back neutral. This back should not be working. If your back gets sore during this, you're doing it incorrectly. Alright? You want to engage these deep stabilizer muscles throughout your core here. Hop up. Come on, let's go. And who can hold this position for 3 minutes? Anybody? You can?
Yeah.
Okay, you should all be able to hold it for 3 minutes. So if you can, everybody who says they can do it for 3 minutes, we can do it for 3 minutes now. The other people can go for 1. All right? That's good.
The 2-2-2.
Come on, up, up, up. Yeah, there you go. Right through that.
Sure, like doing compromise.
Don't lean onto one side. Breathe.
So far, so good. 10 minutes.
Don't move. You shouldn't move at all. Your butt should not move. If you move, fall down. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to do 3 minutes. We don't have plenty of time. Alright, now we're going to do the side plank, okay? Now here's what a lot of you guys are going to do on the side plank. You're going to open your hips up like this when you get tired. Or you're going to rotate forward. And you're going to use your arm to displace. So you're going to go like this. Or you're going to go like this. Something like that. I really want you just in this nice position here. This is going to be up slightly. But you're engaging these core muscles. Do not move your pelvis. It should stay in the same position. If you feel it move, you're not doing it correctly. You should get in the right position, and you should never move from that position. If you move, you gotta readjust and put yourself back in that proper position. His shoulder, hip, even his knee and his ankle are all in line. A lot of you will move your foot to the side, you move your foot here, this type of stuff. Straight in a nice line like that. If you're really strong, you can do some nice, slow leg lifts. A lot of you go really fast like this. That's not what we want. There's all this movement throughout here. We're just trying to slowly engage the muscles throughout here. All right, let's hop up. Whatever side, we're going to do both, so it doesn't really matter. Keeping that good, strong position. This is good right here. Real good. Okay? Nice. Good. Bring that top of your hip forward. Yeah, there you go. Up. Stay there. You too. Rotate. Another one. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Good. Pretty good. This is solid. I like it. Actually, bring it back.
Stars.
Bring it up. Yeah, good. Oops, sorry, man. That's pretty solid. Yeah, you're tired already. It's the easiest one to do wrong, and this one's very important, all right? So you're going to just hop up into a position like this, single leg stance, 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here, even 90 degrees at your ankle, okay? Opposite arm up. And this is just a proprioceptive exercise like these guys are doing. They're just working on balancing. Their foot intrinsic muscles are working. You can even close your eyes and make it really challenging. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a single leg drop down, drive down. And you notice Scott's head stays up. Come on, back up. Go do it again. His head's up, his chest's up, his arm changes. And look, his hip comes down. He's in a single leg squat type position. He comes back up. And he's back in this position. So a lot of you are going to go like this. Watch this. This is what many of you will do. Okay? That's not hard. I can do this all day. What you really need to do is drive that leg down, work that glute and hamstring in that squat position. My chest touches my hip when I get down in that deep position. And I come back up. Alright? Just like that. You can extend that leg behind you and drive back up. Just like that. Alright, so let's do those. Let's do those right now. Try and do 30 seconds on each side. You should be able to look up the whole time. Don't look down at the ground. Look straight up. Just like that. I did push the side. Good job. Yep. The arms will help keep your balance. So this is a glute sit-up position.
Oh, I didn't do the other legs.
Alright, sit-up position, lie straight back. All I want you to do is I want you to put your hands together like you're praying. Put your elbows all the way together. And then put your hands underneath your chin, or you can move it up a little higher underneath your nose or your mouth. I want you to do a full sit-up. And when you do, I want to keep your elbows all the way together the whole time, all the way up throughout the top. You can have your legs a little bit apart, and then you go all the way up. All right, so let's do these praying sit-ups here. We're going to do a minute of them. Keep your elbows together. Go ahead, come on. Everybody has their weaknesses. It's okay.
Yeah.
If your elbows have to come out, they come out. But you want to work to keep them together. Look at this right here. Perfect.
Goes there.
Girls crush those. I don't know why they do. Scott's obviously doing them very well too. These guys are all doing them well, but in general, girls can whip them off really easy.
What'd you say?
Girls can just whip these off easily for some reason.
The pelvis.
It's the Cole says it's the pelvis. Cole's he's a physiologist.
Sorry if you bring the legs. Cole, you're doing them really well. Does that mean you're a woman?
Childbearing hips. You want to know too much.
I want to do this one more because I think this one's important.
I like it.
A lot of people don't know this one. I'm so friendly. Alright, so everybody's going to sit in this position right here. Tall, 90, 90, 90 everywhere. Okay, if you have to bring your legs in to get 90. Oh, you got the socks, you know. Alright, so here's what I want you all to do. I want you to lift your big toes off the ground like this and drive your other toes into the ground. Okay? Alright? Can everybody lift just their big toe? If you can't do it, you can hold down on your other toes to help train that muscle. Okay? And now I want you to drive your big toe down to the ground. And I want you to lift your other 4 toes off the ground. This is when it gets harder. Good. Right here. Look at this guy. Now switch. Do it. Switch them. Alright, good. This is what I want you to do. I want you to switch your toes. I want you to drive your big toe down Lift your other toes up.
Oh no.
Oh, he's on camera. It was harder. Right here. Can you do it? Do it. Oh, perfect. All right? So switch those toes and those feet. Toe yoga. You're going to activate those toes. When you land on the ground, you need to be able to stabilize your foot. Okay? And then you need to be able to push off, and that toe has to extend. All right? One more thing you guys can do. All right? So everybody watch here. You're sitting in this position. I want you to shift yourself forward, your butt forward, so that your knee is over your big toe. Do that. So slide yourself forward so that your knee is right over your big toe. Now I want you to reach down, and I want you to pick up your toe, your big toe, and you should be able to lift your big toe off the ground about 30 degrees. You need that much range of motion in that toe to be able to run properly. If you don't have that, if that's a struggle, if you're picking up one of your big toes and you can't get it off the ground 30 degrees, you have a really tight plantar fascia and you need to go see Dr. Phil and he's going to work through your plantar fascia. You can do it yourself. Pick your foot up across your leg right here and dig your foot in, dig your hand into your plantar fascia like I'm doing when you're sitting down. And then just flex your toes like this. That might hurt some of you, okay? It means you have some tightness, some soreness in your plantar fascia here, okay? The fascia goes all down your foot. You gotta have this fascia loose so that your foot can hit the ground, your toes can work, the tendons and muscles can activate, and you can push off properly. If you don't, if you can't do that, you see a lot of runners, you're running behind them, their feet come up and they twist like this, okay? You kick your feet up and they go like this, or some people, they land on the side of their foot and they roll off the side. You get calluses or bunions. It's because those toes are not stabilizing and actively helping you extend. All right, so doing this stuff, this toe yoga, it's important stuff for you guys to do, okay? You guys can do this all the time. It's a neuromuscular activity. Everybody can get better at it. Your brain is sending a signal to activate the flexor hallucis brevis, which is a muscle in your foot to allow you to be able to lift up your toes and drive them down. Lift up, drive them down. And when you do it, like you can actually watch me, I'm doing it kind of incorrectly. When I pick up my little toes, you'll notice my knees go in. I'm like shifting my weight to get them off the ground. You don't want to do that. You should just be able to lift them off the ground without moving muscles in your shins or your knees. So you just have to keep practicing that. You can see right here, he's going up and down, his knees moving a little bit. He wants to keep his legs sound and then be able to do it. Okay? All right, that's pretty good. I think we're done here. You guys have any questions?
Let's give Patrick a hand.
It's hot.
Hey, where'd you learn all this toe stuff?
I learned the toe stuff from a guy named Jay DeSherry, or DeSherry. He works at the University of Virginia in their speed development clinic there.
Okay.
He's a physical therapist there.
Yep.
So
Great.
he talks a lot about that stuff. He had an article in Running Times about fixing injured runners. So he does a lot of that stuff.
Great.
Position. Everybody sit down in a V position like this. Go ahead. Come on. Quick, quick, quick. Hold it. Hold it. Just stay right there. And now just start running your arms. We'll do this for the last minute here. Come on, run them. Keep those legs straight. Scott's legs are as straight as he can get them. Okay? No, seriously, his legs are as straight as he can get them. If I pulled his leg, he'd rip his hamstring. So you just get your legs as straight as you can and hold them there. Look Cole's legs, they're super straight. Look at this. Oh, look here. This guy's got long legs. If he can do it, you can do it. Come on. That's good. Bring him down a little tiny. Yeah, right in that area where it's hard. Good.
That's tough. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's solid. Right there. Come on, up. Yeah, there you go. Good, good, good. Keep it up. Breathe.
Should've done crew.
Move them nice and smooth.
Should've done basketball.
You're running a tempo run.
Yeah.
You're not running a quarter all out.
Then running.
Nice and smooth.
Little
Good. Nice rowing the boat.
Row the boat.
10 seconds. Come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I should have coached football. All right, good job, guys. I'm just going to do quick foot strides now.
Yeah.
50 minutes.
You should be able to do
30 minutes
50 minutes.
solid.
So talk about how you would break down the day.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
2-hour morning. He'd add 4 hours to the day.
No, I would. I mean, I think you got to have everything in your day. You got to have your running, whatever it is, that kind of comes first. You got to have your therapy. You got to have your strength, whether it's actually in the weight room doing max lifts and working on circuits, going through like kinetic chains, or just doing general strength, even doing flexibility, med ball work, power work that works kind of on neuromuscular, frequency. Those types of things. Then doing, strides, icing, and there's different kind of theories about development, proprioceptive work, yeah, all this type of stuff.
Massage.
Yeah.
Massage.
Therapy.
Also,
Therapy. All your different
Basic
therapies.
therapy.
Kind of depends, to each their own, how they sort of organize their therapy. Different people have different needs, but basically all that. And then the most important thing you do every day, sleep. Sleep and fueling your body properly. But those are also key. But yeah, I mean, I would break down my day where I had 0 other commitments. And everything was just for running. That's probably not reasonable for every person. So, yeah, you got to create your hierarchy, the things that are most important.
Where's napping?
And you got to go through that.
Napping is at the top.
Sleep might be number 2.
Definitely. If you're gonna do a run, or if you're gonna do 2 runs, I think it's like really important that you get, and it's just healthy, whether you're a runner or not, to get a nap in. Just as a college student or as a high school student, if you got time, even if it's just 15 minutes, can be helpful. So somewhere you get home from class, you take a 20-30-minute nap, you fuel up, you go for your second run maybe, do some homework, get in bed at a decent hour. That's the best way. Best way to get better. All the little things. As Phil says, all the little things.